matter what discipline you're playing. Playing on beautiful diamond tables, 16 diamond tables, 8 up each side of the room. Oh, well, there's a little ring rust there. That's a surprise, Alison.
Yeah, that was definitely not expected. Not expecting to see Jason back at the table.
He had a disappointing time at the Mosconi Cup over in the UK, where he made his debut in his first Mosconi Cup in December, and doesn't really want to admit it. I've mentioned it to him, but I think, like all the rookies, he succumbed to the crowd. That UK crowd are brutal, and I think it got to him a little bit, the same as it did with Mike DeShane. He said they sounded like animals, but when you got to know them, they were friendly. Oh
well,
my God! Well, this is a comedy of errors at the moment. That's Brandon's lucky to be back at the table, and I think he should just play a bank here and see what comes of it.
yeah, we've got the first game yips appearing.
Yeah, both of them. That was. Well, there's his banks and one pocket experience there, because he doesn't worry about taking a bank. He's very confident with his banks.
And he played it at a nice speed. Play it two ways, where he probably would have left Jason pretty badly if he would have missed it. But
he's a great
this
player.
is well, he's got him pretty straight on the 7, so he may end up having to leave a
He's dead straight
Yeah.
on it, Alison.
May have a pretty long cut on the 8 ball coming up.
So he doesn't want to come back too far. He'll probably just stop it where it is, maybe. He was third in last year's Derby City, third all around. So if you come third all around in all the disciplines, you're definitely a well-rounded player. Lost a lot of weight of late. Actually put a little bit back on recently, but he's still a lot thinner than he used to be. He said he gorged a little bit too much over Christmas, like everybody does.
Yeah, it's been a nice trend to see. A lot of the players have been trying to get better in shape.
Yeah, well, you need like, especially with Derby City coming up, you need the energy to be able to play long matches and stuff. Not sure if he wanted to run that far up.
It's sort of a trade-off in that situation, I suppose, for a...
I think he might be going for the carom here. He's looking at that 9.
Yes, he is.
Which may be why he put the cue ball up a little higher, Alison.
That's a good point, Jeff. Well, this was
Didn't quite work out like he wanted. I think he was thinking that the cue ball would run around and go back uptown so that he wouldn't leave him the 8, but didn't quite work out. But it's not over yet, so let's see if he makes this 8. Oh, look. Oh, now I jinxed him. Well, that's not a good start for Jason. 2 misses there that should have made.
I think they'll both be glad that this game is over.
I think you watch Brandon after this shot, and he's going to go, wow, thank you. Yeah, he's just shaking his head there, saying that was a nightmare rack. Brandon Shuff 1, Jason Klatt 0. Jason kicking himself right now, because he certainly had chances in that rack. Brandon's 2-time Virginia State champion at 9 ball and 2-time Maryland State champion at 9 ball. And he's 29 years old, and he's from Richmond, Virginia. And he's sponsored by Diamond Billiards, which is Pool Room, PoolActionTV.com, and Emerald Billiards in Louisiana, and of course Hustlin Clothing. have to get out of my chair for this shot. What are you doing? Little push there. Didn't see many pushes. I've done a few of these matches commentating, and I think I've only seen one push.
Only one push.
Yeah. This is the second. And they usually take it. Everybody takes the push. No one ever gives it back.
Yeah, you very rarely see anyone.
I think they
Take
think
the
the guy
push
has.
back.
I think they think the guy has a plan, so I better not give it back to him. And I think they don't have a plan at all sometimes.
Well, and usually if you have to push, then a lot of the times you're giving your opponent an opportunity to play safety, and that's a much better option for Brandon at this point than giving the table back to Jason to do the same.
That was a little wild. If he might hit the back of the 8 here, no, he's okay. Wow. A little wild. I think he must have been trying to make it somewhere to hit it that hard. Unless he just wanted to see how many rails he could go round on this diamond table, but I don't think that's the time to do it. Don't think you're going to see him trying to cut this end, do we?
No, most likely. In this scenario, he could skim the left side of the one ball and come around 3 rails to come back behind the 2
you've got a lot of
and the
blockers
3.
there, right?
Yeah.
The 3, the 4, or 3, the 5, whatever that is there. 3, 5, 2.
I think that would be the best option. Best option here.
And it probably won't move the
No,
1
this
over
is-
too much.
this is
I
looking
think that's
like-
what he's doing. I think he's going. I think he looks like he might be doing what you're. No, he's gone the other way. No, and he tried for that one. Wow, that was not good. He got beat by Torsten earlier. That was today, right? Torsten first match.
That
and
was earlier today,
he got
yes.
beat by Torsten 9-1. So that was not good. (9-2). Torsten beat him 9-2 earlier. Not so sure as he got a full pocket there.
Yeah, he may have to play the 2 on the side in the left side pocket, because the 6
Unless he wants to
looks
try
like
and
it's
run
pretty
it.
well blocked.
Maybe unless he wants to try and lock it on the 5, but
Yeah, he's
think
looking
he-
at that shot right now.
I think he can see that whole pocket, you know.
To the corner pocket.
Yeah,
You
I think he can see it. Yeah. No, he's locked. Oh, he's going to open. No, that's not a good save. That's a terrible save. It's not what we expect from him here, Alison. That was not a good safety. If he'd classic case though, if he'd have locked it on the 5, it still would have been safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, neither of these guys are playing with a lot of energy right now, and it seems like they're just sort of floating along
Going
for
through
the
the
moment,
motions, right?
going through the motions a little bit at the moment. Well, somebody has to assert some.
So you're segueing into my line that when push comes to shove, we might have Brandon come through.
It's possible.
I should have said that when he was shooting, of course.
Well, this is an opportunity here for Jason to get the ball rolling, no pun intended. And, you know, there's sometimes the first game of the match is the toughest to win. if you're not feeling
Yeah, 'cause
comfortable yet.
remember, he's just played a match before and he only made two out of 9 when played Torsten, so his confidence probably a bit low at the moment. He'd definitely like to play this one game and get one on the wire and be level with Brandon. From Toronto originally, now lives in Illinois. He's also on the bonus ball team with John Mora and Eric Hellefson. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that name. The tall guy.
I believe it's Jorlifson, perhaps.
Perhaps. Yeah.
I may have butchered that myself, but
It's Icelandic. The name is Icelandic. I do know that. I think he takes a long time over his play, and I think that's to his detriment. I think when you're so undecided, sometimes you're never going to make the ball. Looked like Robbie Sayers there. Looked like he was going to dig under the ball, but comes up at the last minute. Going to have to pound this a little bit, but that could stop it going in the pocket. Well, that'll work.
punched it right out to the center of the table.
He's going to breathe a sigh of relief when he puts one on the wire here if he gets these last 2 balls.
It's hard to believe this has only been 2 games
I know.
thus far.
And he missed the 8 in the last game, so he's pleased to make that 8. I think I'm going to give him this. Hey! Brandon Shuff 1, Jason Klatt 1. Even Stevens. Jason Klatt came 5th in the US Open in 2010. That was the year that Darren Appleton won his first of 2. He's also Canadian champion in all disciplines, been big name in Canada for years, and he's sponsored by Mez Q's, and now lives in Illinois and originally from Toronto. Let's see if we get any arguing over the rack. He wasn't racking to Torsten's liking, if I remember.
Jason is also married to WPBA pro Sarah Rousey.
Yeah, not long ago, right? It was probably
A couple of years ago.
It's funny how time flies. It seems as if it was like 9 months ago, but is that long? You think 2 years?
Probably about 2 years, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah, the CSI. What's that? May in Vegas, right? So they were probably married at the year, not 12, 11 when in the 11. So they were married about that time, I think. I think a ball dropped. 2 balls dropped.
Got a couple balls down.
And the one ball plonks itself right where he doesn't want it. Can he maybe get past the side of that, Alison? You can't see from your way either.
I'm not sure what he's got here, but it looks like he's pretty well blocked by the 2 ball.
Yeah, I think so.
Most likely have to push out again at this point.
Yeah, that's what it looks like he's going to do. Stick it on the top cushion. It's a funny game, 9 ball, well, and 10 ball. You can break and make balls and have no shot. You can break and make no balls and leave your partner no shot. It's a fickle game. Right, well, that puts it in play, and I think you might see him cutting this in the side. If he can keep away from the 9, what do you think?
Yeah, the key would be to stay away from the 9 ball and just come straight back up off the end rail. You shouldn't have too much issue with the 2-ball.
I think it will slide down just to our left of the 9. Oh, wow, that was a good shot. Big bounce would be nice. Slow down. Oi.
That was very
Oh,
well
it
played.
goes. He goes in
Got
the
right
corner.
behind the 2-ball.
Oh, he's getting a little confidence now. Well, this is going to come round nice for the 5. Oh, sorry, 4 in the side. Oh, that's a little stronger than he
I played
wanted.
that a little hard here.
He can get there from there, but that's, I'm not sure if he meant to run it that far down. Pretty aggressive player, Brandon. Doesn't turn much up, turn much down, I mean. And interestingly, in 2009, both these players were in the final of the Houston Open down in Texas, and Jason came out the winner. Sorry, not Jason. Brandon came out the winner that year. So let's see what happens in this mini Houston. Well, it looks like it's going to be 2-1 to Brandon. And it is. So we got Brandon Shuff 2, Jason Klatt 1. What do you think of the proceedings so far, Alison?
Well, it's come out to a bit of a slow start, but seems like Brandon is starting to get into a bit of a rhythm here.
Yeah, he polished those off pretty confidently at the end there. I think you need to do that just to get your confidence going, you know.
We'll see how Brandon breaks in this game and see if he can maintain control of the table. He'd really like to go up 3-1 here at this point, not give Jason a chance.
I was just going to say he never looked at the rack, but he's keeping him honest just by having a look. Yeah, he's thinking, do I want to get in a war here? No, he's waiting for the other table to clear. It looked like he was debating whether to get into an argument there. He was waiting for the other guy to move. Well, he certainly clobbered that.
Looks like nothing is
nothing
dropping here.
1's on. Make the 1. Come back down for the 2.
Should have the 3 in the side in the left side pocket.
Yep.
No problems.
Yeah, it sort of looks messy with the 9 there, but it goes in that side pocket, like you said. Just got to, and as usual, we said this in our last game or 2 games ago I did with Danny. It always seems that the first shot is the one that's the hardest. If he can get really good on this 2, I think he can probably just run these out. Careful. I think he wanted to come lower down and play that in that left-hand pocket almost straight, didn't he?
Yeah, that's possible, but he should have no problem just drifting back up a little bit, playing it.
Yeah, just
playing it with a.
He doesn't want to go too far up the table with the cue ball, but he wants to play that in the side pocket. We killed that on the cushion. That was a good shot.
You just drift straight back to the back rail, right between the 8 and the 4 ball. Oh, looks like he's drawing back to play it in the other side, on the other corner pocket.
Well, maybe that took the 8 out of play just in case he ran up and sat on the 8.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is bump a ball. If he would have bumped into the 8 ball in that situation, could potentially be bad.
doesn't want to come too far down the table here. That's perfect. Got himself a little angle to get on the 6. And he'll play the 6 in the top right-hand pocket, Allison, I think. It's the only way that goes. Has he got enough of an angle to slide over on that 6?
I think he can just draw back. And have.
Oh, it must go. I was looking at the monitor. It didn't look like it went, but I see, looking at the table, he's got loads of room.
Well, we should have another tie game here.
Yeah.
2-2 in no time.
And you said right at the start that this could go right down to the wire, so maybe that's what's going to happen. We'll see. It's a shame that only one player can go through, and one player's going to be packing his bags tonight. So, although there is a oh no, it's not open to pros, right? That
yeah, that's correct.
Sunday, there's a Sunday like a, what do they call? I don't know what they call
second chance.
Second chance.
Yeah. We're having a
But-
second chance tournament,
but
only
not
open.
but not for the pros.
Yeah,
that's right.
not for pros. Single
Maybe
elimination.
that's why they're both trying to play bad here, so they can actually say we're not really pros. Did you see me? I've got it. It's on TV. How bad I played. Here's my $60. Oh, he's a happy camper now. He levels it with Brandon. Brandon Shuff 2. Jason Klatt 2. Wow.
So how are you enjoying the event so far, Jeff?
That's pretty good. There was, I thought, because of the bonus ball and a lot of guys being down in Vegas, that there would be a lack of, the top echelon players. But as it seems at the last minute, they all either got a reprieve or there was spaces in the tournament, and a lot of them got phone calls and said, come on in, and we got Johnny and Brandon, and who weren't scheduled to come. They'd already cancelled and then tried to get back in and couldn't, but at the last minute they all got back in. So it's turned out there's still a lot of top players in this tournament this year. We've got Dennis Hatch, who by his own admission has not been playing any pool at all since he came back from the Moscone Cup. But I watched him in a match just now, in the 4 o'clock match, and he didn't look much different than the old Dennis, who won the MVP in 09 at the Moscone. So I think he has so much talent that even if he's not playing, I think he's still one of the top players. Nothing.
No, nothing down.
And nice shot on everything out in the open. This is a little dream come true here when you come to the table like this.
And the cue ball kissed into the 3 there and
Could have
held
been a
it in
problem.
position.
Right,
Yeah, it kind of held it in position there for the 1 ball for Brandon. Yeah, everything looks to be in the clear.
He's
No
going
real
to have to
issues
follow
here.
this round with a little bit of left English and try and come down a little down the table, get on this 2. Straight-ish.
Yeah, he doesn't have much angle to work with here, but like you said, playing it with
Of course, when
follow could be the
and when you
the
put
way
a
to
lot
go
of
come
when you
out the
and when you put a lot of English
2
on it to
rails.
get down the table, that's when you're likely to sort of throw the ball out the pocket or something. But I don't think at their caliber they're going to do that. But it might be draw. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
No,
just
he
gonna
drew
draw
it. He
back
drew it out of
instead.
dodge.
Uh-oh.
Careful. It's going to work out okay. And he's even probably going to draw this. I would have think he would draw this again, but he's probably worried about the 6. So is he going to follow this round?
I think he'll. Looks like he's aiming to follow it. Well,
Oh, I didn't like
that
that.
was.
Well, he's got a shot at it, but I don't think that's what he was trying to do.
It seemed like he rushed into that
He
shot a
almost
bit.
like quit on the shot, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he really thought that out.
And that's the 8 ball up on the top cushion. 4's down here by the 9.
He should still really have no problems here.
Probably going to go round the table with a little bit of left English and come 1, 2, 2 rails. No, he's drawing it. Just took what he got there, right?
Yep, this was not a bad outcome.
This definitely will follow this around for the 5. Into the bottom corner pocket. Uh-oh. I'll take that. Got a little lucky there. He was trying to go around behind it, which I think sort of overcomplicated that shot a little bit, didn't it, Alison? I mean...
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe he couldn't do any other. Maybe that was a natural path. He got lucky, though.
The other thing that could have happened there is he could have clipped into the 7 ball, and that would have been
Worse.
a much worse scenario.
Yeah.
So he did get fortunate a
Oh.
bit, but
Yeah, he's not playing like he should play. He's going to Derby City in a few weeks, and he's going to have to tune his game up a little bit because he'll get eaten up down there. Yeah, he's got his head down, holding his head down. He's not too happy at the moment. It's not all over yet, though. It's 2-2, so still a long way to go. Can make this off the cushion. He'll be careful he doesn't hit the 9 on the way out of dodge here, because when I think he's going to be okay.
yeah, he has plenty of room to work with here to play
This-
rail
this-
first and
Yeah, this
come out.
might even go round behind the 7, similar to that last shot that that Brandon played. He gets it right. Don't think you can see it. I think he's got to come off the cushion, it looks like. We're soon going to see.
Yeah, he's going to come off the bottom cushion here and come right around for the 7 ball. Well, he came up pretty short on here. I looked at him stroking the ball, and it didn't seem like the ball just died.
Yeah. Or he sort of quit on the shot maybe and didn't execute it properly. Can play safe here. But the trouble is he doesn't. If he goes uptown with the cue ball and brings the 7 down on the bottom cushion, he doesn't want to put it too near the 9. Might be better to clip off the side of the 7 and try and hide it behind the 9. See what he does here. No, he's going in. He might even be cutting this straight in. No. Just give him distance. That's okay. No gimme there.
Probably the best option at this point. You don't want to try to do anything too risky.
Just send the cue ball back up. Come off our left, looking at it now on the left-hand side of the 7. He's right. I think he might be going for a bank. He's a good bankster, that's for sure. Got to take allowance for the risk-reward factor. Yeah, he's looking to come in behind it, Allison, and send the 7 up by the 8, I think. Could end up leaving this over a pocket. They've got to be careful what he does here. Not happy with this.
Yeah, it seems like he's having trouble deciding here.
I think he's trying to get behind it and see if he can kick it up in that corner pocket, but I don't see the point of that because then he can't get at the 8, so he's got to be playing safe. What's the play? By the side pocket. Yeah, he was trying for it. And got on the 8, so that's a. Now he's sold out. If he'd have made it, that was actually a good shot, right? He got a good position.
Yeah, he came reasonably close to making that shot, but I don't think he really took the
Had a little
time over it. He got it.
Wild factor to
Yeah,
it,
it was
didn't
a
it?
little bit of a wild
Yeah,
shot.
like a last-ditched effort. Let's see if I can get this in. If I can, it's good, and if not, I'll move on. I think he's moving on to 3-2. But the way Jason's been playing, he's got to make this and get position. Has he got a little angle there that he can come off the bottom cushion, or is he gonna, no, he's going to have to draw it? It looks like.
He's got a little bit of angle.
I don't like the way he hesitates on every shot. It's like he doesn't. You'd think he'd know when he walks to the table probably what he's going to do. He's drawing it. It's a good shot. Careful. Well, the bad thing is he's on the cushion pretty well there, but I think he can make this and just anywhere downtown is good on this shot, I think, don't you?
Yeah, he can just drift up, play it with follow, and come back out to the center of the table.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's going to go ahead for the first time in the match. It looks like he's going to go ahead 3-2 over Brandon. In fact, I've already written it in, so let's not jinx him, but let's see if he should make this. Careful, careful.
Wow, almost.
Oh, yeah, that was a careless shot, but he pulls it off, and Jason Klatt is now 3, Brandon Shuff 2 in a race to 9. So he gets ahead for the first time in this match. Little sloppy, right, Alison?
A little bit.
Not, no clear run-outs and stuff. It's back and forward a little bit. Hiccup
well,
here.
nobody's quite gotten comfortable yet here. If you're just joining us, I'm Allison Fisher of NYC Grind, commentating alongside Jeff Conway, prestigious pool junkie.
Yeah, that's my email address, Pool Junkie. I came by that by accident, by the way. I had the guy setting up my email address. He was actually from the company that just came and put the the wire in the house, and I knew nothing about computer. I don't know much now, but I knew nothing in those days. And he said, "Do you have an email address?" And I said, "Not really. Could you do it for me?" And I said, "If I pay you?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." So I gave him $20 or whatever it was to do it, and he said, "What do you want?" I said, "I have no idea." I said, "I'm sort of a bit of a pool junkie." He goes, "Well, you want to do that?" I said, "Yeah, let's put Jeff Pool Junkie." And it's ironic that I sort of segued more into being a pool junkie than I was at the time. Maybe because of the pool.
He determined your fate.
Yeah, he did. He's exactly
by making your email address for you.
I wanted to be a dentist, but what can I tell you?
Oh, I don't think I'd ever heard that story before.
What about me being a dentist?
No.
I like that job, dentist, because you only have to go into work at 2:30. Oh, that's an old one. 2:30. Oh, what's the problem? My 2:30. Oh, you're 2:30. No, 3 o'clock. No, 2:30. Back to the plot. He's got no shot here. He can't even carry him off the 1 into the make the 2. So what's he going to do here? Got to play safe, I guess. He could follow this, come off, almost hit the 1 full in the face with follow and slide up. No, he's going to come back. He could slide over and make the 2. With Brandon shouting out of his chair, foul. could send the one downtown and go across about twice and see if he can hide behind the 2 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a possible
He's
option.
deliberating here, but he could.
Yeah, there's
Could
really
come
no.
across the 1 and go back across off the right-hand cushion, then off the left-hand top side cushion, and come back across near the 2.
Yeah, he does have the 4 and the 5 ball as blocking balls.
Trouble is, can you imagine if you went across and made the 2, and then you've got no shot, stuck behind the 8? You know? Brandon's busily watching the match on the next table. He's not really paying attention too much here. I think he knows he's not going to do too much damage. Well, if we were at Accustats at Sandcastle Billiards, he would have, Brandon would be back at the table by now, because we have a 30-second shot clock down there. 3 of them, big ones. You see them. Click, 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 click. Mr. Fleming's pulling his hair out now. Behind the 6, or is he going to make it?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I think we should have the cool shot rule. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think he doesn't need to call anything anyway, so.
Well, from my perspective here, it looks like to get on the 4 ball, he's got to get back onto the other side. On the other side, over by the 9. Unless he can play it up to the bottom left corner pocket, which may be very possible.
It goes in the bottom pocket, I think.
It goes in the bottom pocket?
There.
Yeah.
Now he can play it down the bottom pocket.
That's just what you need to do.
And then I guess he'll just slide forward a little bit and play a combo on the 5-6, maybe. We'll see.
Well, it depends on what angle he has here. He could stun the ball, and he may have
I'm
the 5 ball.
I'm assuming
in
it goes
the
by the
bottom
5,
corner pocket.
Alison. I'm assuming it goes by the 5.
But yeah, it must at this point.
Oh my God, that was so far off. And he's tied the 8 up. I'm not sure if he can make the 7 later. Probably if he slow rolls it, I think that 7 would go in off the other corner. That was so bad. Oi.
Yeah, the 7 ball looks pretty well stuck. He may have to play this 4 off the.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Sarah's just put in her divorce papers. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Sorry, Sarah, if you're watching. Just joshing. Well, one thing is for certain, if you hit the 8, you'd make the 2, but that doesn't help anybody at this point. Wow. Well, this is not going to work out good for Jason, because he can come off the side of this and put it on the same side of the table, which is what he's going to do now. He's going to be in a mess in a minute. Just make sure you leave the 4 there. Good camera work there, Mr. Fleming. And there it comes. Don't scratch. Well, he hasn't got much option now, has he?
Yeah, he's put about just as much possible space.
Gonna have to go. He's either gonna have to massage it and hope he can. That's a real risky shot to get it to take right up the top of the table. He's gonna have to go left of the 9 with a lot of right-hand English. Do you think he could get past the 9 and hit it on the bottom side rail? If he can, that's where he wants to aim it. Do you think he can get just below the side pocket there on the left by missing the 9? Probably. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. That's where he's going now. Gonna scratch here. Oh, that's no good. Wow. Brandon would have liked him to split those up a little better than that.
We could see Brandon play another safe here if he can't see enough of the 4-ball.
Yeah, if he thinks he can't get out of there, might play the same shot. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. No, he's looking.
Yeah, he's checking it out.
I don't like when they do that. I don't think, sometimes I see him pick the ball up and he didn't do it there, but they put it in a gap to see if there's room. I don't think you should be able to do that. In fact, I don't think you are allowed to do that. No, like between the 8 and the 8 and the rail. So he's going to take it, right? This could go wrong. He's going to sit on it. Oh, now what? Going to have to play the carom into the 6 here, I think.
He should be pretty well lined up to play the combination here. Unless he doesn't hit
unless
it
he
hard
does
enough.
that. Been better off playing the carom. Yeah, it's a comedy of errors here. He'd have been better off playing the carom there, I think. But like you said, it was makeable, but he just didn't hit it, did he? It was such a fine.
He didn't.
Such a fine cut. He forgot to hit it.
That is really unbelievable.
It is for the caliber of these are two of the so-called top players in the country, and we're not seeing a top player performance. Maybe in a minute they'll put this one rack behind them, and maybe we'll see some good play.
One thing's for sure, one of these players needs to wake up.
Yeah. So he didn't want that either, I don't think. I think he thought he was going to leave the 5 there, because he's now left himself a bit of a tough cut on the 7. It's makeable, and he is going uptown, so that's good, I guess.
Yeah, it's less than ideal, but fortunately he doesn't have to worry about trying to get position on the 8-ball.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be pretty straight on this. Well, the good news for Jason is he's going to be 2 games up after this particular game. It's going to be 4-2 up, and Brandon's going to be kicking himself because he's going backwards, going in the wrong direction. If he makes this, it's going to be 4-2 to Jason Klatt after what was a pretty scrappy game, but I'm sure they would both admit to that. Oh my God. Ay, ay, ay. I think we need a couple of substitute players. We should bring a couple of other players in now. Wow. Well, Brandon
Jeff,
never.
what just happened?
Well, I think we just saw the worst rack we'll probably ever see at the Turning Stone Casino. Well, I'll take back about the 4-2. It's now 3-3. Brandon's counting his lucky stars there, and I'll tell you what, both of them will probably come over afterwards and offer Mr. Fleming a few $100s to scrap this tape, so nobody else ever sees this tape. This is not one for the library. Brandon's shaking his head. They're both shaking their heads. It is an exhibition, but of what, I'm not quite sure at the moment. Brandon, the way you're playing, don't worry about the gaps in the rack.
Well, here Brandon has really got to bear down. He's got an unexpected chance to take an advantage.
Yeah, he got back to level and was going to be 4-2 down. That's
But break was unsuccessful for him here. And really no opportunities for Jason other than
combo maybe on the 3.
I think he's got to play safe here.
Maybe he could come off the side of the 1 and put it over by the 3-6. That's what he's looking at now, I think.
Yeah, that's the shot I like.
Lock it in the corner.
Drift off and put the cue ball behind the 3 ball.
Just nice speed. Looks like he's going the other way. No, that's what he's doing, but got behind the 7.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah, but that's not as good as hiding it behind the 3, though. Maybe that was the best way to go.
Yeah, I think playing it behind the 3 is also a little bit risky because you can bump into the 3 ball and then end up with no safe at all.
Well, this might work out if he gets behind that 8 or 2, whatever it is.
That would be the 4 ball.
4 ball.
But he did leave Jason a sliver of the 1.
Yeah, and he can come back up and put it back up in that 3-6 corner. Just put a little left on it and bring it round. He'd like to clip this pretty thin and almost leave it there.
Yeah, with this rack, this is not giving either player the opportunity to start running balls.
A little bit more speed on that, and that would have been a good shot, look. Now, Brandon going to take this on. I think he should have worn his Mosconi shirt. I think it might have brought him some luck. No, he looks like he's hitting it full in the face. No, he's going round. This might work out. We're almost back where we were. Going to clip off the side. It might even be able to make this, but I don't see much. Gonna have to call for. If he wants to make it, he's gonna have to call for.
Yeah, I think he's.
Call for a ref.
I think he's going to try to play safe and come around 2 rails with the cue ball and put that ball right back.
There we are. That's better.
Back over there, but watch out for the pocket.
Straight in. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. One of these guys could end up in the final, so don't say that. Wow.
And it looks like Brandon has stepped out to take a break.
He's going up to Johnny's room for a lesson. He'll be back in 20 minutes. Wow. Well, there's nothing really we can say about this. This is just not what I expected from either player. And it's almost like they're playing into each other's hands. You know, one plays bad, so you think the other one might make advantage of it. And he plays just as equally a bad shot next.
Sometimes the bad play can almost be contagious.
Yeah, I think so.
And neither player can really start opening up. But
bring each other down.
This may be a good opportunity for Brandon. Not a good opportunity, but a good choice to take a break, get away from the table, and
bang his head on the sink in the toilet.
Perhaps we're going to hope not, because it would be nice for Jason to have an opponent for the rest of the match. But I think he's making a smart choice to step out, clear his head.
Just unwind a little, right? Wow.
Because I'm sure neither of them like the state of the affairs as things stand right now.
Exactly. But it's 3-3, so it's still opportunity for either player if they can suddenly get back to their normal capabilities. Anybody can win this. And it's amazing it's this close. That's what I'm amazed at.
Well, I'd like to give a big thank you for putting on the stream to AccuStats and azbilliards.com. Mike Howarden, Jerry Forsyth, Pat Fleming are all doing a great job here behind the scenes. Got brackets for the entire tournament, and for those that don't know, there is live score updates.
And more importantly, it's free.
It's free. The stream is free. And Turning Stone Casino is also helping making that possible. So you can't thank them enough for making this event possible year after year. And it is the 20th Turning Stone Classic here in Verona, New York. And the venue and the atmosphere is really ideal.
And the next one, Alison, is Turning Stone 21 in September 19th through 22nd, 2013. So we look forward to seeing you guys back here and on live stream at in September, watching a similar event again as this. It's grown into such a big event. I'm sort of proud of Mike, really, because this has grown and grown, and with the lack of tournaments that there are in the US at the moment, both in the men's and the ladies, it's good to see that these Turning Stone events have turned into such a big deal. They're actually an asset to the tournament schedule for the whole year.
Absolutely. The regional tours have really been what has kept pool alive, and the dedication of the tournament directors and the industry members that put their hard work and effort into the game.
Yeah, the Joss Tour, other than these two Turning Stone ones, Mike runs, there's 14 events he runs in the year, and there's the Predator, the Mez, and other small tours, Tri-State for the amateurs and stuff. It's amazing what goes on, especially in the New York and Northeast area. So we're back to the match. Brandon's made the one. Going to cut the two in the side with a little right English and see if he can reverse up. He's looking, it's pretty, you could easily miss this shot. This is no gimme, this one. He's got a little path into there, but he's going to be right English to get back for the three. Yeah, he got it and got out for the three. And he just said to himself when he came back from his break, I got to get back at that table and run out like I'm supposed to run out, and that's what he looks like he's doing. So I think he was 100% right there, Alison. He needed a break. He needed to have a little word with himself.
Every time you come to the table, you have to treat it as a new chance. New, fresh chance to start over. You got to forget about everything else that happened in the past.
You can't dwell on the past. That's the problem. But they all do, and we all do. I do, you do. I'm sure everybody does. Doesn't help your future shots when you're thinking about the miss you made in the last game. So
you have to have a very short memory.
yeah. That's why elephants don't play pool. Well, he's run this out pretty good.
Yeah, you can come 2 rails here, play the 8 ball, or draw it over to the side rail like that. Either way.
And he is a great shot maker, so he just needs to get his confidence back. So let's just took what he got there. I'm not quite sure that was what he wanted, but he can make it. Well, he's happy to get that one out of the way, and now Brandon has put himself back in front 4-3, which is where he was at 2-1. He was 2-1 up. He was 1 zip up, 2-1 up, 2-2, 2-3 to Jason, 3-3, and now 4-3 to Brandon. Now he'd just like to break and run out again, and then he'll be a happy camper. And we hope for our viewers' sakes that they start running racks like they're used to doing. Well, something dropped there, I think, Alison.
It looks like the 4 ball is down.
Got a shot on the one.
He's looking pretty clear.
So you're going to take this. You're going to put a little left on this and go around 2 rails and come back across for the 2, or straighten it out and come down for the 2.
I think he may just try to drift back through. Oh, this should be interesting.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Almost screwed the 5 up there. That wasn't quite what he wanted. He's lucky he has a shot.
I was thinking he could have tried to just drift back off the bottom rail.
He wanted a miss.
Wow, that almost wiggled out of the pocket too.
He's back on track now. Back on track. Yeah, he certainly wasn't aiming to go through that little gap between those balls. He just didn't get enough English on it, or hit it too hard, so it didn't take quite enough effect.
He's gotten himself pretty straight here on this 3 ball. So he's got to decide.
If he's got a little angle, he's going to follow it around to there and play in the side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But he's pretty straight. I think he's just going to have to run this up near the end pocket. Don't run it too far. There we go. That was dead straight. Now what's going to happen with this? Oh, he's just going to follow this and hope the 7 doesn't come into play again.
Yeah, he had to roll forward enough not to bump into the 7 ball.
That'll work. Now this is good for his confidence and not good for Jason's. Jason's sitting in his chair, and this is going to be the 2nd rack he's just run out here. Just follow this down.
Well, Brandon is starting to look a little bit more like himself here.
He's got a little giddy up in his step now, right? He'd like to keep Jason in his chair for a while, so that might happen. Well, he's systematically going through these racks pretty good there. He's just 1 hiccup there on the 3, but... Or was it the 4? The 4? I can't remember. 5? 5. When he hit those balls, that was the only hiccup. Nicely done. And all of a sudden he's up 5-3, so he's happy with his progress. And poor Jason's just sitting there watching. This is never a nice thing. So it's 5 to Brandon Shuff, 3 to Jason Klatt. I know it's obvious, but it's always a shame to me that there can only be 1 winner. Of course, we know there can only be 1 winner, but these players come from far afield and want to try and get through to the final, and here we are now. One of these players is out of the tournament in about half an hour or 3/4. Well, he made a ball, and he can make the 1, so this is could be an all up that end of the table. Careful. That's no good. Careless. Yeah, he's a little mad at himself there, and he should be, because he didn't mean that to be that far over. He put a load of right English on that, and he thought that was going to come back more to the right than it did. No jumping with the little stick in these tournaments. Can jump with a full stick. So kick at it. Oh, he nearly made that off the 3. Oh, that's a... Now, does that go, Alison? That's...
No, I do not believe that.
I don't think so.
2 ball will pass into the side pocket.
I think he'll run off the right-hand side of that and... No, let's see what he's doing. Might double kiss it in, maybe, or something. See what happens.
I think I'll have to try to play safe and...
Go up by the 9 with the cue ball? Or
go up by the
come off the rail and
He'll try to
6-2 or something.
bank the 2, pass the 4 ball and back over to that end rail, the Z, and then leave the cue ball on the opposite end rail. But he's got to make sure, if he chooses to do that, which who knows, maybe he can see that side. I really do not think that that'll go into the side pocket.
I don't think so.
I think it's a little
No,
bit
I think
too,
that's
a
impossible.
little bit too close to the rail.
No. That's as good a shot as we're going to get. I don't think that goes in there. No way, Jose. He's going to have to play safe. Well, he's behind 2 games and he doesn't want to make another mistake here. So
Yeah, this is critical here to not let Brandon have a shot if he's giving the table back.
I think he wants to come off the side of the 2 and put it up there on the top rail, sort of between the 6 and the 4, and let the 2 come out. And even if it comes out a little ways, even if he has a shot at it, the 3 will probably be blocking it. That's what I think. So let's see what he does here.
Yeah, he could draw the cue ball over past the 2 ball and come back around, miss the side pocket, leave it behind the 5 ball. Well, this is a pretty good
That
outcome.
worked out pretty good. That did. You can just. I think he can just see the edge of it.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
Could see enough of the edge that he might even be able to clip into the 9 here. So let's see what he does. Oh, hit something. Hit something. Hit something. How about that? Wow. Brandon looks like he's sitting there hoping no one can see him at the moment. I think that's what he's doing. We can see you, Brandon. They're both nice young guys as well, these 2. Take their pull very seriously. Although by that one game a little while ago you wouldn't have thought so. But
I think he's going to try to hold the cue ball here back behind the 8.
yeah, exactly. Like that. Too hard, yeah. Just kind of caught it a little thin. That was the shot. Now he's left Brandon. Well, it should be an easy run out, but from what we've seen, these 2 don't do easy run outs anymore. Well, that's plan A. Plan B. Oh. I think you're just going to run this through a little bit and play it in the side pocket, maybe. Yeah, he seems pretty confident now when he gets to the table and they're sitting open, you know.
Yeah, he's gotten a bit of the confidence
yeah,
back that he was lacking.
Little rhythm going right now, he seems to have. Uh-oh. Bustamante. Wow.
Behind the back.
6-3. So he's gone from 3-3 to 6-3. And poor Jason hasn't made one game. 6-3. Starting to become a big mountain for Jason to climb here. Not to say he can't climb back, so let's see what happens.
Well, Jeff, I'm going to step out for a moment, and I will return shortly.
Okay. A little trouble with the rack here. Another dry break. Not sure if he has a shot on the one ball though. Might go in the side pocket maybe. Jason wants to avoid going for a shot just for the sake of making it when he might be better off playing a safety. I think this goes in the side pocket. He missed it. It's not playing well. That was not a well executed shot. He was trying to make it in the side. Might see him run the cue ball over and put it behind the 7 here. Weighing up his options. Take this opportunity to give a shout out to the sponsors of this event. The main sponsor, of course, Turning Stone Casino and Hotels, for putting on such a great venue. We also have Samsara Cues, Billiards Press, QZ, Q Shark, Tiger, OBQs, Erwin Simonis, Hydric Custom Cues, Joss Cues, Cameron Custom Cues, and PaulOnTheNet.com, and of course AZ Billiards and AccuStats for putting on such a fine live streaming operation. Well, it looked like I was busy talking there, but he looked like he did what I said, put the cue ball over by the 7, but left Jason a shot, and now Brandon's back at the table with a shot. So let's see what he does here. Great shot. But unfortunately he's hooked himself behind the 4. That was a great shot and he's kicking himself there. He didn't get the best result out of that. But he can make this off the cushion, I feel. So let's see. Take his time here. Don't rush. Don't rush. Take your time. Make this off the cushion. Great shot there of that. Watch this off the cushion. Oh, I don't like this. Losing a little bit of control if he massays it. He should be better off playing it off the cushion. But he doesn't want to come too far out so he can't see the 3. Yeah, I didn't like that. But anyway, he nearly made it, but it wobbled in the pocket. And Jason can cut this in the side. And would like to hit the 4 ball and see if he can stay on the 3. or go down to the bottom rail and come back up. He's clutching at straws at the moment. He's got to get back in this game. He's 3 games behind at 6-3. Not going to like this. Well, that'll work. Ran far enough to be on the 3. Again, he's got to take his time, compose himself. Very important he gets this game. If he could get it to 6-4, better than 7-3. Well, we saw a nice safety from Brandon at the beginning of the match. He put the ball behind the 7 but left an easy kick for Jason Allison, and Brandon made a great shot but hooked himself and played a jump shot with his full stick and unfortunately wobbled the ball in the pocket and left not an easy run out for Jason, and looks like he's going to finish this off and get to 6-4, which will be good for his confidence. Careful. This is really bad. Maybe getting all your bad stuff out in one match is good, because if it is, this is what they're doing. Every time it looks like an easy run out, it's a comedy of errors, you know.
Oh, this was just disastrous.
Might try and make this up. No, he's just going to place. Well, just distance, put it on the cushion, but he was trying to get it back behind the 8, I think. You know, he might be able to slide this across behind the 7 here if he can just hit it soft with a low to right. But remember, he can bank, so let's see if he might bank it somewhere. He's got a 3 game lead at the moment. Doesn't want to blow it here.
It looks like the safe would be the best option, like you mentioned. Play the hold the cue ball behind the 7 ball.
Or the other way
On the
around. He
other
might,
side.
might come off the left side of it, and the 6 is going to drift over near the 7 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's looking down here, and I think that's where he wants to put the cue ball in line with the 8. So let's see what he does here. Not today. Not the bank's not open. Ay, ay, ay. Well, time-wise, the viewers are getting their money's worth here, because this is taking a long while, this set. Even that's a little weak. This is coming to you in beautiful HD. See the clarity of this, your picture at home.
Well, Jason got another chance for redemption here. Let's see what he can make happen.
Oh, he nearly missed that. All right, cut this in the side and come back down for the 9, and let's get on with it. Wow, that nearly did not drop Allison.
Yeah, that did not want to go in. Let's see if he makes it.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. A little close to his work there. He'd have been further across the table. At that distance, it wouldn't have been so bad, but Probably just wanted to avoid scratching in the corner pocket. Didn't put enough English on it. I think he'll make this.
Well, may even play safe here. Oh, he went for it, and
Yeah,
that was
got
a
it.
nice shot.
Okay, so he pulls it back to 6-4, and now he's only 2 behind. Race to 9. Race to 3 for Brandon, and a race to 5 for Jason. Well, we thought this might be a close match at the end, but we never know. We can't predict. Jason get one more game, makes it 6-5. You never know which way this is going to go.
Yeah, anything can still happen.
He's famed for his comeback about 2 or 3 years ago in the US Open on the TV table against Mika. I think it was a race to, what is it, a US Open? Race to 11?
Race to 11, I believe.
Race to 11. I think Mika had him something like 9-2 or 9-3, and he got it back to 9-9 or 8-9 to Mika, and Mika went on to win, but it was a phenomenal comeback. It looked like Mika was just running away with the set, and he kept come back, and I think he ran a 7-pack. That was what was the fame of that particular match, which clearly shows that you're never out of it if you can run racks. Shane Van Boning standing over there watching this match. Just walked up to the proceedings. Made a ball. Has a shot at the 1, but don't see any easy shots on the 1 here, Alison. Side pocket and downtown.
The only possible option here may be the side pocket. I can't tell from where I'm sitting if he can cut it up, back cut the 1 into the bottom left corner pocket.
A lot of balls to hide behind there, so he might be playing safe here. No, I think he's trying it in the side. He's gonna good. No, he's playing safety. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, very nice shot.
Yeah, that's not an easy one to get to. He can't come off a top cushion and just reverse it back down for it. Gonna have to go 1 cushion that way, or 2 cushions off the left side. So he's going 1 cushion. Well, he got away with that a little bit, but could have come out worse than that.
Well, it's left Jason a good opportunity here.
For safety, right?
Play safety?
Yeah, I think you might send the 1 down to the bottom and bring the cue ball across with the 2-6-3 there, just being lit up for us there by the magnification. A lot of balls to hide behind. It's a great shot.
Let's see how
Careful.
this turns out.
Oh, that turned out pretty good. That was a confident
nice
shot. It's just a matter of confidence because they're both very capable players, great players. That could have so easily gone wrong as well with the 6 sitting there.
Yeah, that's a matter of centimeters.
He's got to get on the 3 after this though. And the 6 is going to come into play here, so he might draw back into the 6 and come off the side of it. I went round that way. Oh, makeable.
With this shot, he can come out 2 rails with the cue ball and bring it back to the center of the table for the 4. Or he could just draw over to the side rail and come back out like that.
Mm-hmm. I'd like a little bit more on that, but that's still makeable. He's going to miss the 9 here, so I don't think that's going to come into play. Getting towards the end of day 2. This is Friday. Tournament started at 4 o'clock on Thursday. This match just took a long while. It started at, I think they were after 6 o'clock. Well, no, just after 6. Quarter to 8 now, so it's almost hour and 3/4, hour and a half. And we're not near the end yet either.
Well, both these players seem to be settled back in a bit more here, and
Well, Jason makes
Jason,
this,
yeah,
makes
he's
this
gonna be
one. He's
within
going
one
to,
game.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Is it's not a runaway. It's funny. I thought he would have stopped that where it was and played the 6 straight up to the left. Stop, come back a little bit and play the 7. I thought that would have been like stop, stop. Giving himself a little more work to do here.
It may have been a different angle from what we could see. But this is not a desirable position.
Apparently Danny Diliberto came up with a classic yesterday. Player had ball in hand, put the ball down, missed the shot, and Danny said, I think he had a tough angle. It's pretty funny.
I think I remember Pat referencing that yesterday.
Tough angle.
That's a tough angle.
He's the wrong side of this, but you're going to just reverse down for it or go round? Let's see.
Yeah, he should just be able to follow forward.
It's perfect. It's probably not quite perfect, but it's pretty good.
That'll be good enough for sure.
Yeah. I'm not going to ride it in till he makes it. Don't want to jinx him.
Looks like he's getting out the extension for his cue.
Could add a little degree of difficulty to the shot. Easy. Okay, now back to 6-5. Brandon Shuff 6, Jason Klatt 5. So now we're back to almost a tied game. One more and it'll be 6-6. I think they're both kicking themselves and saying, oh my God, earlier in this match we both blew it.
But each game is a new game, like we said before.
Yeah, exactly. And forget about the past.
Plus, in this situation, you know, neither of these players were anticipating being with a loss this soon. So that may be a contributing factor to why they're playing a little more reserved.
Yeah, exactly. Which is probably what they shouldn't be doing. They should just play with gay abandon, but oh, he made. Well, he made a few balls there. Made what did he make? 2 balls. Just had Karen Kaur come into the proceedings. Going to be practicing on the next table. She may even be the next match on the TV table, for all I know. Karen course, although on a bit of a comeback trail. Hasn't played for probably nearly 18 months. Just practiced a little bit while she was looking after her mother in England, who unfortunately passed away a few months back. Just sold her house down in what's the capital where they do all the singing? Nashville. Sold her house down in Nashville. Now living in near Philly. Playing out of trying to think of his name. Roscoe. Who's the guy down near Philly? That
Pete Fusco?
Pete Fusco, yeah, Pete Fusco. Playing out of, he wanted that behind the 2.
Karen, I believe, is still on the winner's side. Coming up in the next round, the 8 p.m. round, should be a winner's bracket matches. And we are still pretty far away from the end of this match, but as we said, it did get off to a little bit of a late start.
Another miss. These are silly misses here. They're not supposed to miss these. They're really not. Yeah, she's looking on every match as like a little learning curve. She's at first to admit that she's not on the top of her game. She's got a invitational coming up out in the Far East, one of the world tournaments in March, and she's desperately trying to get back her game back before that, because that's her last chance at getting this is the last invitational she'll get before she starts re-earning the position to get invitations. So she's basically starting over from scratch after going to England and taking a sabbatical for 18 months. So I feel sorry for her in a way, but she's a great player and she'll be back, I'm sure. Well, it's a tough cut, but it goes.
Yeah, I'll try to spin this in and hold a cue ball there for the 4.
Perfect.
And if Jason,
Wow,
Jason runs this out, we will have a tie match at 6 apiece.
Yeah, Brandon's in a little Zen pose there.
We do have a bit of a funny situation with the 8 and the 9 ball here. You can play the. You can probably play the 8 on the side if you can get over to that side of it, or up in the corner, of course.
Yeah, he's got to think about this. So
He's got to, think about this.
Get good on the 7 to get on the 8. Or he can play the combo. Looks like a pretty easy combo, but they're not always the first choice. Yeah, he's going to come up off the top cushion and probably try and come back and play in the side pocket or downtown. A little risky though, don't want to get stuck behind the 9 here.
Mm-hmm.
We could see that right hand pocket. I'm not sure where that is in relation to the 7. Yeah, he's got a little angle. I think that's a pretty good shot there. Slow down. Yeah, that was a good shot. I don't think he meant to put it that close, but that was a good shot. He doesn't really care where the cue ball goes here. Just play this downtown. For a 7-6. 6-6. This will make it 6-6?
This will make it 6-6.
Wow. Well, he's come back from the depths here. It was 3-6 down. Wow.
We've got a new ball game.
Yeah, Brandon was 6-3 up, and he's just lost, or not won one rack for 3 games. Wow. 6-6. Now it's anybody's. And technically it's Jason's for the taking because he's the one who just run the last 3. So it should be, you would think that it would go in his favour. But we'll have to see.
You never know what can happen.
Is Brandon trying to give him a slug rack? No, he wouldn't do that.
We'll
He's-
see
he's
what
from
happens
Richmond,
on
he
this
wouldn't do that.
break. See who gets an opportunity.
Yeah, he's having a look at the rack. I don't like what they do though. He's looking at the rack and he actually touched one of the balls just to see if he could tighten it up a bit. And when you go to the rack to look at it and the opponent racked it, you're not supposed to touch that rack.
Did he actually touch it?
Yeah, yeah, they just touch the front ball to see if they can feather it a little closer. Shouldn't be doing that. They all do it, but shouldn't. It's called pushing your luck. Mr. Fleming's obviously a little lazy. He said if the guy wants to tighten it himself, let him tighten it. Where's that 2 going?
Oh, he came out fine here with this.
Smelling with roses here. Cut the one in the side or play it downtown.
Yeah, you can cut the one in the side and just come straight back out to the center of the table. And there's really no issues here for Jason.
Brandon's just sitting with a pair of handcuffs on in his chair at the moment.
Well, you can still never take any shot for granted.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
That was very nice.
That was. Could have he'd have touched that 4, he could have ended up with no shot. Brandon has a very distant look on his face at the moment, sitting in that chair. You can see it sliding away from him. Karen's the fashion model today. This is about the 3rd set of clothes I've seen her wearing. And even playing technically not so good as she can play, she's still playing very, very good in this tournament. And she's still on the winner's side, which is a testament to how good she's playing. Wow. And Brandon's not playing shots, he's just sitting in his chair, getting rusty. Even though this is a long game, long match, the viewers are getting their money's worth, so swinging back and forwards. You'll be doing a story on most of these matches today, Alison, later?
Later
Or
tonight, yes, I will.
A review?
Do a review for nycgrind.com. Along with some photos. Anybody out there interested can check out the website, nycgrind.com, for our coverage and photos from the event. And as you may know, you can also check out the brackets online and the live score updates, courtesy of azbilliards.com.
Yeah, he's back in the swing of things now, Allison. This is going to put him 7-6 up, which is could be the nail in Brandon's coffin at 7-6.
One game away from the hill if
Yeah.
he can
And
finish this off.
And then once he's on the hill, he knows the other guy can't make a mistake. Puts a lot of pressure on the other player, and that player being Brandon.
And sometimes it boils down to who has the most patience to settle in and get into
there we have it,
get into the
Allison.
right mode.
Jason goes ahead by 1, 7-6. 7-6 from 6-3 down, so he's made 4 games in succession. Brandon's thinking about where did I put the GPS to get home and other things like that.
I wouldn't count Brandon out yet.
He's toast. He's toast.
He's toast?
He's gone.
Jeff?
No, I'm referring back to a match I did with Danny yesterday.
Ah.
I referred to someone as being toast.
Inside joke.
I was being referred to someone being toast, and he came back and they levelled the match. And I said to Danny, I can't believe that the guy you said it was toast came back, and he goes, I didn't say it was toast. You said it was toast. Pretty funny. Breaking with a lot of speed. Made another ball, but he's got a shot on the 1, but he's right over that 4 ball. Never easy. Where's the next ball? 3, right?
Yep, he's on the 3 ball next here.
So if he could just make this, not even worry about position, just make it, he can make the 3 back in the side pocket. This is not an easy shot. Yeah, he came right off the top of the ball and you saw the skid on the stick. He's just redoing that himself. Skidded off the ball.
Well, no big opportunities here for Brandon.
No.
I think you can see a piece of the 1 ball, so you should opt to play safe here.
Do you think he can get round behind the 7 if he cuts it fine enough? Because he doesn't want to hit the 7, does
yeah,
he?
he doesn't really want to hit into the 7 ball, but he may not have a choice unless he can get behind it.
Oh, he got lucky there.
Yeah, I don't think he had much choice but to hit into the 7 ball there and hope for the best. Left the 1 ball on the end rail.
To put the cue ball over by the 2 here, I think. Speed. A great shot if he can pull this off. What else is he looking at? Just looking at the overall scene. Even though he's ahead, he knows he doesn't want to make a mistake. He might be putting the 1 down. Oh, he's putting the 1 over there.
Nicely
That's
done.
a good shot.
He also bumped out the 6 ball here, which was beneficial. He's got the 6 next to the corner pocket now.
I just remembered Johnny Archer is on this table in the next match, the 8 o'clock match, which will be running a little late. So.
And Johnny Archer will be up against whom?
I don't know. I can't remember who he's playing against. I know he's been on this. Oh, he's playing Dennis. That's a good match.
Dennis Hatch
The Hatchet Man.
The Hatchet Man.
Says he doesn't play.
Moscone Cup teammates going head to head.
Yeah. Yeah, he just seems like he's hitting and hoping now. That was a bit of a wild shot there. I'm not sure what the plan was. And I think he's going to get maybe tucked up behind the 8 here, maybe. If he can draw that across. Or he's going to make it. Let's have a look, see what he does.
Yeah, he may play across the 1 ball here.
Go up
looks
behind
like
a 7-3.
he could be cutting.
Yeah. Oh, a lovely little kiss there. Can he see it? Can he see it?
Oh, this may not be good.
I think he can see that.
This may not be good.
But remember, he hasn't made a shot in about 3-4 games.
Yeah, this is very iffy
I think,
to tell.
Great
There's
shot
a tiny
there.
Gap.
Yeah, I think he can make the 1.
Please go to your table immediately, with the exception of table number 8. The rest of you, please go to your tables immediately. Thank you.
All right.
He'd like to come around just, he wanted to be a little more there. Didn't want to be that angle on, because he would have liked to just slid over for the 4. Now what's he going to do?
Yeah,
Sorry,
with
the
such
4.
a touchy shot there, you know, it's hard to focus too much on your position.
But you
Just
saw him
gotta
point
make-
to the table. He would have liked it like 6 inches lower down the table.
Absolutely.
Maybe he can draw down and hit the 9 here, maybe. Stop it. See if he can stop it on the 9 and do something with the 4. On the monitor, it looks like that to me is blue on the monitor, but it's brown out there. It's the 4 color out there.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's much more blue looking from the monitor. Wow,
Great
nice shot.
Great shot, and then it's getting even better. Beautiful shot. Great shot. Especially after not playing a ball for about 4 games.
Uh-oh.
And there you have it. That's what happens when you sit in your chair for 4 games. Wow, where's that GPS? It's Route 90 and 87. You don't need the GPS, Brandon.
That was a little bit careless.
Yeah, it was. Well, they want it so much, but they don't actually slow up enough to concentrate on it.
He cannot afford to give away this rack. He can't. This will put Jason on the hill. Wow.
Yeah, a little lucky there. Luckily, he couldn't. I don't think he could scratch because it was pretty well blocking the pocket, right? Well, he's got to get up past the 8 here to get on the 6. But this has got to be a good shot. He's got the angle to get across there. He's got to get the speed down on this one. Brandon has that look that just get it over with, would you please? He's definitely not a happy camper sitting in that chair. Starting to get a little colder in here, I feel. I don't know about you.
It's a little bit cool. You do have quite the crowd that has gathered here on either side of this table.
Ready for the next match. Johnny Archer's won this Turning Stone Classic 6 times, and I believe has come second 3 or 4 times, which is notable achievement, really is. They were going to call it the Johnny Archer Classic at one point.
Now, has Dennis ever won it? Has Dennis ever
No,
won Turning
Dennis has
Stone?
never won this, and he's always kicking himself because every time he gets to the final, he's been to the final. I remember I put him in a few years back, and he was playing Ralph in the final, and Ralph stole the 8,000, and he said, I just can't get to the final. I can't get to the final. So we settled for 5, which I guess that's better than nothing.
Jason's going to draw back out, come back to the center of the table.
Slow down. Slow down.
The other 15 matches right
Well,
now. This is winner's bracket.
50-yard line.
Players are undefeated.
Well, this is similar to the 2 he played earlier. He cut that in nicely, so
yeah, this should be no
same
problem.
angle, just a little further out. You remember the 2 that was up in the corner?
His opponent,
Mhm.
he's a past winner on our Josh Northeast 9 World Tour. He's a 3-time Predator Tour finale champ. He's sponsored
Key, this shot. Don't leave this in the pocket.
There it goes.
Sean Wilkie. Right over here on table number 2.
Wow.
The Philippines, an international star for many years. He's won tournaments all over the world as well.
Jason Klatt is
As many
2 balls away from going to the hill.
And his opponent from Newark, Delaware, is a 2-time Godly Forge Pro-Am
Well, I've got to say, he played great resolve in this match because he was way down at one point, making mistakes, looked like he couldn't pull his way back, and now he's pulled it to 8-6 in his favour from being 6-3 down. So that's pretty. 5 straight games.
Well, there's no time like the present for Brandon here. He's running out of chances.
But he's at the mercy of his opponent, because if Jason breaks and makes a ball and runs out, it's all over. So.
He's a regular here at Turning Stone as well. Brent Bummels, his opponent. On the other end of the spectrum, his career, you get the young guy against the middle-aged guy. The wily, I like him, wily veteran. He's a 7-time All-About Pool Tour champ, 3-time All-The-Way.
Breaking from the middle of the table.
He wrote the book right on cue.
The 8 o'clock matches are being announced now. Just letting the viewers know, a lot of noise going on now. Made a ball.
Let's see what happens with this 2 ball. Oh,
Has a shot on the 1.
he's got a shot.
On table number 6 from Ottawa, Canada, is a 2-time Ontario.
He made the 5 ball, I believe. Made the 5 on the break.
The regular here at Turning Stone now, Dale Kimmon. His opponent probably holds the record for most seconds on our tour.
He's got to get round for the 2 here, so.
Seconds. But you'll win one sooner or later. He's a regular down here at Turning Stone from Cape Cod, Maine.
Looks like he's going to draw back over to the side rail and come back to the center.
Massachusetts, a young gentleman having a great tournament. He just started playing with us a couple of years ago. He plays out of Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. We're going to have 3 stops this season. We already had the Ocean State Bank Ball Championship.
Yeah, that was a good shot, because he didn't want to put a load of centering, right centre on that and end up over in that corner with the 3,
Yeah, he's got plenty of angle to get over for the 3 ball.
But he's got to be on the right hand side of the table, Allison, because he could easily, if he's sitting where the ball is now, he's not going to be able to get it at the 3.
Absolutely.
Back in Feasterville, Pennsylvania, so maybe we'll see more of her. She's been on ESPN probably more than any other player in history. She's won tournaments all over the world. She's a former.
No, he's going to nudge the 4 over to the corner pocket here, I think.
Hall of Famer, Karen Poor.
There's plenty of room here, but they're just being on the cautious side. He's going to draw into this 4 and knock it over to the left, but could come off the cushion and get jammed up behind the 7 here, so got to be careful.
Yeah, you have to not let yourself slip up at this point.
Table number 9 over here we have from Agawam, Massachusetts. He's a recent
I
winner
mean, there's a
of the
possibility he
Classic
could draw straight out of there and play it in the same pocket, but
Matt Tatro. And his
I think
opponent,
more
silver
likely he's
winner,
going to hit it a little on the left and nudge into the
could
4.
happen anytime. He's sponsored
What's
by
your thoughts?
Yeah, it depends on what he's feeling more comfortable with. I mean, this is a pretty long shot. Looks like he's aiming pretty low on this
I
ball.
think he's going to
so
draw
I
it
think
back and see if he
he's
can play it
gonna
in the
draw it
same
back.
pocket.
But he doesn't want to clip it. Oh,
That's the
worked
problem.
out.
That's
Oh, look at
exactly
this.
when I said he might come across and get the 7 into play. That's not so good. Going to have to go up and down if he wants to make it. Wow, that's a little Johnny Archer and Dennis Hatch next match up. As we progress into the tournament, you'll have better and better matches, and you won't get a better one than this. So the next match, make a cup of tea, make a cup of coffee, bring a couple of beers in, and get ready to watch the Hatchet Man. See if he can cut up Mr. Archer. Well, can make the 4 off the 8 in the side here.
Yeah, I think that is probably going to be the best choice for Brandon to stay in the game here.
The only thing, his next shot is the 6, so
Yeah.
he's going to have to punch it hard enough that at least he can get out and get a shot at the 6.
Yeah, this is not easy. This is not easy any way you look at it.
He's got to hit that perfect to come off the 8 into the side. Looks like there's plenty of room for it. He's looking at it.
This could be make or break here.
Yeah.
If Brandon doesn't execute this, this could be his last turn at the table.
Well, it's been an exciting match, even though it was a little scrappy in the earlier. It has everything now because he slips up here. He's going to let Jason in and for the kill. He's got the angle to come out for the 6. Slow down. That's good. I think he can see enough of that 6.
Yeah, I think he can see enough of it. He's going to have to draw straight back out for the 7. But this is not.
He had a similar situation against Adam Keeler. He was 8-6 down on the TV table last night, 8 o'clock, and got it back to 8-8, and was running out the last rack, and he missed a shot and got overtaken by Adam. And this is how he ended up in the loser's side.
I was looking at that 9 ball there. You do not want to clip the 9, although it may not be the worst thing possible to happen, but
you can see it to pot it.
He could even, if he's got enough angle, he could even come back down, play it with follow off the bottom rail, come back up for the 7.
What, past the 8 near the corner pocket?
Past the 8. Not past the 8, but to the right of the 8.
Oh, that's a great
that was
shot.
A great shot.
Wow. Can he pull this off? This will be a great comeback if he pulls this off. He needs 3 games though, Allison. Not just this game, he needs 3 more. He's going to need 2 more after this win. So now
Brandon's got 6 here, so if he
this will make it 7. He needs 2 more.
And then he'll need 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, I think that's going to be good for the side pocket.
Be nice.
Yeah.
You can play it in either the side or the corner pocket.
Wow, now we're getting exciting. This scrappy match turned into a good one. Now we have 7-8. Brandon 7, Jason ahead by 1 at 8. 1 slip and Jason can win, and 2 more from Brandon and Jason will be going home.
Verona, Connecticut. It's the second time you're at Turning Stone. The first time he finished in the money last time. Recently, he had a nice.
He's got another breath of life. Coming back to the table to break.
He's a professional coach and trainer, one of the
controversy over the rack here. Of course, he wants it as tight as he can get it because it's an important rack. Wants 2 more games to win. Jason only needs 1. Well, this is probably the most important rack he's broke.
Great break.
Well, he made a ball. 1, 2, 3, 7.
It's like the
made
7
the 7
balls
ball,
down.
yeah.
This combination should be no problem here for Brandon.
And it should leave the 1 in the same pocket for him. Just taking that extra little concentration here because he doesn't want to make a mistake. When you think about it, it's a pity he didn't concentrate so much early in the match. He probably wouldn't be where he is now.
Yeah, this could be the key shot of the game here. He can't afford to.
He doesn't want to hit this
Slip
very
this up.
hard either because he wants to leave that 1 ball sitting in that same pocket. Doesn't want it to fly off the 2 ball.
Yeah, he does have a bit of an angle here on the 1 ball, so he wants to make sure not to let it drift.
That's nice. Slow down, that's okay. Got an angle to draw down for the 2. Well, bet his heart is pounding now, Allison.
I would bet on it.
Both these guys want to carry on playing, believe me. He's got to draw this a bit to get it lower than the 6. Like that. That'll work.
Yeah, that's just about where he needed to be, and he can come back 2 rails. This is a little bit touchy here to get on the 3 ball, depending on which pocket he's going to choose to play it in. But playing it with a cue ball between the 6 and the 9 ball would be the ideal situation. This is key. This is key that he executes this position. Nicely done. Playing the 3 ball, you can just drift back off the bottom rail.
Come back round behind the 8 probably. Unless he can straighten it out and just come straight back down for the 5. He's looking there. He's got to be careful about that 8. That's what he's worried about. Plus he's got to make it, of course. Cannot miss this. This is like no more misses or he's out. And that's the problem right there. There we have it. No, right now he wants to slit his throat. He's so mad. Look at him. Got to get rid of that anger. Sort of a silly shot though, because he even looked at, even pointed at that point, and it actually went exactly where he was worried about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's awkward to get it off a side rail because the pocket is right in the middle there where he would want to hit.
Yeah, and the 9 ball is not in a convenient position.
I think he should just give this rack to Jason right now. Just say, "Oh, buddy, take it." What to do, what to do. Yeah, he can't come off the side rail to hit it on the left. It's too close to that 8. Unless he hits just above the pocket with extreme left English.
You know what I think he may have to do here is play it 2 rails. It's makeable in the side pocket. Next to the 8 ball. I think that may be the only good shot. I think that's what he's looking at now.
Yeah, this is hit and hope because he's probably going to leave him a shot after this.
Well, that's 3 rails. Look at this. Oh, look at this.
You are kidding me.
What?
Wow. He's getting down quick. He wiped the smirk off his face. Wow. Well, we won't even ask him afterwards whether he was trying for that or not. Wow. Well, he gets it back to Hill. And he gets a little clap there, but...
Jason must be sick.
You
right
kidding
now.
me? Oh, my God. Yeah, the one goes at the front, Jason. He's a little confused now. His mind's not working. Wow. Wow.
Alex. Yeah, Alex. You can't find him?
Well, there's no answer to any of that. That's when he's querying the rack again, wants it tight. Now it's back Hill. Now if ever he wants to make a ball on the break and have a shot, this is it.
Well, about 80% of the people in this room right now are watching this table.
Well, they're getting a double whammy because they're really here to watch Johnny and Dennis. And they're catching the end of this match, which is Hill. Karen Kaur just got ball in hand off of her opponent on the next table.
Brandon stroking fiercely with the break, but looks
Nada.
like nothing.
No, 3, 6,
Nothing
9,
resulted
nothing.
from that.
1 sitting in the corner, 2 over the side pocket. 3's a little awkward. Well, not a little awkward, it's pretty awkward. Very awkward.
Yeah, the only pocket we really have for the, well,
3
the
side
3 ball,
pocket.
the side pocket
Yeah.
or the, I suppose
Down,
the bottom,
downtown.
bottom corner
Yeah,
pocket.
Yeah.
But getting there, of course, is the key factor. It was a nice stroke. Came out with the right
Well,
angle
he's going
here.
to be drawing across. He'd like to draw across, and I think he's not going to be able to hit the 6, so he's going to have to go to the top rail and hope he comes down right between the 6 and the 8 there and play the 3 downtown probably. This would be a great shot if he can pull this off. Going to sort of draw this up there with left English, right? When it hits the top rail to spin across.
Yeah, this will be the game-winning shot.
Let's just hope he doesn't hook himself, because at least he'll still have a safety. Spin. That's a good shot. Play that in the side pocket. Run through for the 4 in the side. Once he gets that 3 out of the way, this is all opened up, right?
Yeah, after the 3 ball, there should be no roadblocks. Now that he's got in position on the 3 ball, it should be pretty clear from here. But then again,
Yeah, we've seen. Well, I think
We've seen
the errors
stranger
have
things
gone. I
happen.
think the errors have gone from this match now. I think they're at the height of concentration now, and I think if he just follows this, and luckily he's got a little angle there that he's not even going to follow this into the pocket. He's going to just gonna draw it out of there and come
he's
back.
just going to stop the ball, I think, and play it in the corner. Oh, he drew it right over. There we go.
Thought he could have just followed that down and played it in the opposite side. You can still make it. Come back up behind the 9. Well, right now it looks like he can run these out, but well, this has turned into a match full of suspense, hasn't it? After the carnage earlier.
It certainly has.
Carnage, I'm not sure if that's the right word, but maybe right.
Looks like he's...
Well, he's going to have another nice shot here with speed control to get on that 6.
Not a natural position. Not a natural position shot.
Speed,
And
I think.
in these pressure situations, it's personally not
You could get
not
over in
for
the
me
corner
the most
and play.
desirable.
He could get over in the corner and play it downtown. That might be the best natural angle. Got 2 rails.
Yeah, play
So
2 rails, they'll come right back out to the center of the table.
just got to get the speed down good here. It's not an easy. It's a tightish cut as well, but it's makeable. Oh, how good is that? Oh, that was nearly perfect. I think he was trying to come through there and play it in that top left-hand pocket. Yeah, he missed.
Wow, well,
he
this
missed the
makes
last.
things
He missed the last shot
interesting.
that he was jacked up over. You remember?
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think at this point, you hate to have to play a safety, but I don't see any other option. Unless he's going to cut the, he's going to possibly cut the 6 ball over into the left corner pocket.
He almost miscued the last one. He skidded off the ball when he tried to play that 1 in the opposite corner.
Yeah, that is not an easy shot by any stretch.
I think he's got to cut this. He's got to try and make it. Well, he knows one slip here and he's out of this tournament. So he's got to jack up because he don't want to scratch in that opposite corner. Because he's cutting it so fine, it's almost heading straight over into that corner, right, Alison?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to control that cue ball, and shooting over that ball too is never easy, and it can sometimes affect the outcome of this shot. There it is.
It's all over now, folks. That was a timely shot there. Played well. He's got a little wrong angle on this, but I think if he hits it soft enough, he can run through for the 8.
Yeah, he can fall through this ball with inside and it'll just come straight back out.
Like that. Wow. Well, it's actually turned into an exciting match, and it started off as a little bit of a comedy of errors, didn't it, in the middle there? Well, from the beginning.
Right down to the wire.
Well, I'll give him credit for his stamina here. Got a little out of the whack on this, but can still make that. And all Brandon can do is just sit and watch. And there we have it, folks. Jason Klatt comes through and wins this match 9-8. Well, that was pretty exciting.
That was definitely exciting.
Wow.
It was a very unusual finish.
Well, we're sorry about the delay.
Rack.
Sorry about the delay, guys. Nothing we could do about it. They're just putting the names up on the thing. We have Johnny Archer and Dennis Hatch, which is probably the match of the day. And I thank Alison for being with me on the commentary. Turned out to be a great match, Alison. Just want to give any final comments on how it turned out?
Well, I give both players a lot of credit. Give Brandon a lot of credit for playing tough and didn't come out in his favor, but they're both world-class players regardless, and wish them both the best of luck.
They showed us their better game at the end of the match, and that was pretty cool. And I know you're looking forward to the next match, so this is Jeff Conway and Alison Fisher saying cheerio. And I'll be talking to you later, and I'm sure Alison will as well. Good night, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.